and welcome everybody. Welcome again to Taekwondo. Happy 2024. I hope that you had a very good end of the year 2023 and a good start of the year 2024. That's right, we're back after a few weeks off. My name is, by the way, Petra, and basically this stream is really about what to expect for 2024 and just hang out again. It's good to be back streaming, and we have a plethora of topics that we can talk about today. What we're going to talk about in 2024. 2024 will be different as previous years, also from a frequency perspective, but we're going to talk about that very, very soon. What we're definitely going to do now is that we're going to talk about the people that are live and direct. For example, MT, as always, the first one to be here live. Welcome back, MT. Really appreciate you for taking the time. And by the way, that means for everybody who is actively involved at the moment. Also from Stuttgart, here's Gerhard. Welcome. I appreciate it. I see people from Sweden. Welcome. Absolutely fantastic to see you here. I did see you a few times before, but great to see you as soon as the start of the show. And also we have here Nils. Welcome. And today I'm not expecting a lot of people to join due to the fact that we have been not here for quite some time. But let's see who will join us later. So let me just say a little bit about what the expectations are for this show. This show is going to be, I don't think it's going to be an hour. All depends on you guys, by the way. I think it's going to be a little bit shorter than that, but it's really, to get reacquainted and to, talk about what happened the last couple of weeks, what I've been up to. And also, what are the plans for 2024? Because what I just said, there are some changes. So let's start with that elephant in the room. What are those changes, right? I remember maybe a few weeks ago that the last episode of 2023, I asked you, hey, what would you like to do? And would you like me to stick around with live streams every single week? Do you want me to push more pre-recorded content, or a mix of both? But where I said that if I would have a mix, then I've tried that before in 2023, and unfortunately that didn't work out that great. Reasoning behind that was really time, basically just time, and time is one thing of the equation. The second thing in the equation is, of course, that I am not routined enough in that. As a matter of fact, I started to create a pre-recorded video content today, and it was not that great. Let me tell you that. It'll take some time for me to get into the groove. Most of it because I actually need to memorize what I'm going to talk about, because I do not have a teleprompter yet in front of this beautiful camera right here. That will come as soon as the Elgato teleprompter will be available to us again, and that's roughly in April. So until that particular time, I have to, do things from memory, which I did in the past as well, but I didn't like to do it that way. I want to, give you some really good content. But to say what I'm going to talk about as soon as possible, hopefully as soon as the end of this week, is that I actually have this beautiful thing. This is the LiveView Solo Pro, and then we actually used it one time already. And that's what the video is all about. It's about that use case, and we're going to talk about how we did it, why we didn't use RTMP but SRT, for example, and basically how we use it to get into a TV station. And that's what we're going to talk about in that short video. Don't know how much time it will take to produce it. I think if all goes well and I feel great that tomorrow, maybe already this weekend. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to bring along two pieces of content every week, but I don't count this live show as a live show because it's basically just having fun and having a cool to see you guys, right? Um, so that was one thing. So I want to focus more on pre-recorded content so that I get better at it, because at the moment I'm not great at it, and I also want to bring more production value to the videos. Basically, also having a lot of fun with that, because it's a learning experience for me as well. So that also means that moving forward in 2024, these live shows that you see right now will be on average every other week. So not every single week, but every other week. Now, granted, next week I'm back, but that will count as the first live show of this year. And then, yeah, of course, because of vacations, because of vacation maybe, if I'm happy, if I'm or maybe business trip or something, or a gig, then it might be that I have to flip around a little bit. But on average, it's going to be every other week live show, and then on the other weeks, I hope that's the intent, to have a pre-recorded content. Now, it's not going to work out every single week, but I'm going to try to do that anyway. And that will bring us all the way until the 1st of July. After that, I will take 4 or 5 weeks off again, which will be my summer break. Yes, that's right. I have a planned summer break this time around, which will start at the 1st of July and ends the second week of August. And then we're going to continue all the way until the second week of December. And then like this time around, we'll have some time also as a winter break. And what do I do with those winter breaks? Well, basically, it's trying to figure out what I want to do with the show. It's not all about, you want to make sure that you're doing the good things, but also to unwind. And what do I do with unwinding? Well, this. I am at the moment building this Lego Venator, and I'm quite far with it. It's not 100% done, but after 2 weeks of vacation and 1 week of building, I can tell you that it's getting to a good place, and I'm really happy with that it is at that particular place in time. Next to that is also about the ideas of what am I going to do the coming 4 months or 5 months with Taekwondo, because it is quite difficult to have good content every single week. And that's exactly what I want to do. I want to bring you value, but also fun every single week. And that's the reason why I was thinking about what can I do. So, for example, this one is not rented or something. I received it from LiveView. I will have about 3, maybe 4 videos on this unit coming your way. It's quite an interesting product, by the way, the LiveView Solo Pro. Definitely different than the one that I already own. Better video content, video quality, better battery life, extremely good battery life, I can tell you. Has tools built in for a splash screen, a be right back screen. You can put in a logo, etc. So that's quite some really nice pieces of software and hardware integration that you have there. So I'm quite interested in that SRT support, which is huge. So that's one thing that I'm definitely going to talk about, maybe 3-4 times, at least 3 times. Another thing that I'm definitely going to talk about is, yes, the mixer, the audio mixer that I purchased as a Christmas gift to myself. So that was a really good investment, especially because you can actually hold it in your hand. And I will not bother you with my other hobby, which is music. That's not for now. Not for now. Not that far yet. Next to that, actually, I had quite a busy schedule if it came to gigs, and I'm not gonna make it. I'm not having a gig report this time around, so I'm keeping a little bit under the wraps. But I can tell you that I had I'm gonna show you like 2 pictures to give you a bit of an intent on what you can expect. But we had a huge show Let me go into my cameras. So let me show you this one right here. Oh, so this one, for example, is really cool. So this is a makeshift radio studio where you will see three of my cameras, three product PTZ cameras are lined up, and will provide 3 days of almost non-stop of cross media streams, live shows, etc. on local television. So that's what I had done a week ago. 2 weeks ago, and then of course, and I will give you a better idea at a later stage. But this was my office, so to speak, not so long ago. Beautiful 9 cameras, an advanced panel with a 2ME switcher, and a lot to talk about, definitely. But I'm considering to provide that gig report next week, so that we can really talk about how we did it, and also the gig that I prepared yesterday. Yesterday was also a big gig over here, though I was ill and I'm still not 100%. So unfortunately I could not do the production itself, but but I did do quite some preparation, so I can also give you some intent on that as well. And one of the things that I was really interested in yesterday was the ability of having what they call a trunk, which is basically a box that 2 boxes, 2 sides to the equation, of course, as always, with a fiber connection in between. And the fiber connection is just one single cable that provides internet, that provides audio, Dante, that provides video, the whole shebang. Only one single cable, which is amazingly great, and it was all done by hand by one of the people right there, and I was flabbergasted about that. So that's something that definitely we're going to talk about later on. So that's a lot of the things happened indeed. MT says pre-recorded content does take so much time. Yes, and especially if you're not good at it yet, so you do need to get into the groove. And at the moment, I'm definitely not in the groove, really, because to be honest, I really had vacation the last couple of weeks. So I actually, come to think of it, the studio was not operational since until Thursday of this week. Could not get into it. It was just, there's a lot of stuff, gear hanging around all over the place. It was quite a mess, but now we can do it again, and I hope that give some time and it will be there. I see Connie in the house. Welcome, Connie. Welcome to this welcome back to 2024 stream. And he says, always important to treat yourself well. Absolutely. And that's also by design. And I really mean that. So I have been going live for 7 years in a row. I started actually with a music stream, believe it or not. And I have been doing this for 7 years in a row. 2 years ago, I had a time that I was like a writer's block. I didn't want to work anymore on TechCon or something, and it took me about 4 months to get back into the groove. And then that was the moment that I was like, wait a second, if I calculate when I want to have a short break, then I can, it becomes more maintainable, sustainable. And that's basically also what I did this time around, is that I actually started with it this summer, and the summer was not great because I already provided you the intent that I wanted to stop for a few weeks, but I didn't really do that. It was like on and off throughout the summer. And this time around, I'm going to be very harsh on myself. Say, okay, July 1st, we stop. and second week of August we restart again, and then most likely we will have roughly the same setup. We have a welcome back stream, and then the week after we really start, so that people are getting back into the groove, and that is basically what we want. By the way, I see my cat is in the house, and I want to show you a very quick picture that I created today. There you go. That was not that long ago. He was sitting here minding his own business, but unfortunately, of course, I needed to make this show, and because of that, I needed to get him out of the chair. But that was a bit of a bummer. But that's the way it goes, I'm afraid. By the way, I don't know if I told you already, but in 2 or 3 weeks from now, we'll have Robin here as well, which will be the new youngling. And it's a really small, nice kitten. I'm looking forward to it, and I will not be surprised if it will hang right there somewhere during one of the streams. Yes, Connie, it's nice that you're back. Absolutely, really appreciate it. About the high water, yes, it's getting also here in the Netherlands. It's quite a challenge. As a matter of fact, not so far from here, like 10-15 minutes drive. One of the main highways, the A73, is actually underwater for about 2-3 kilometers, so 1 mile. So yeah, it's just the way it goes, and I hope that in about a week or so, once the rain stops, and the rain will stop, it looks like, for at least for a week. I hope that everything will return a little bit to a normal situation, but until now, that's not the case. But I just showed you my mixer, and that is also one of the things that I wanted to really talk about this year. Is really about the audio side of things. Until now, I had really a lot of video-related content, and that will still be there. Don't worry. But for my own streams, I want to be more independent if it comes to audio interfaces, audio streams. So that's the reason why I bought the Allen and Heath mixer, and of course there will be multitude of videos on that topic because it's a really nice mixer. But also other things like in-ear monitors, cabling, Dante maybe as well in the future. So there will be a multitude of different audio related content coming your way. Other content that will be coming your way, of course, is DaVinci Resolve, especially if I start to produce pre-recorded content. You know who I am, you know how I work, so I typically show you what I've learned so that you might be having some ideas, and I also by myself will learn from it as well. Next to that, I was also so DaVinci Resolve, audio will be a big one, and then after that, of course, we still will remain to talk a little bit about the video part of things. However, I think that it's now more we're going to a place where the learning curve becomes more steep, so to speak, or it's not so steep. I mean, it's more flat. Why? Because we are really on a certain level already, and it's now really about optimizing things, and that's exactly what I'm going to do this year as well. Is really focus on optimization, which basically means that I'm not expecting that I'm going to pay a lot of serious money on gear, but more on maybe longer cables, optimizing it with software, optimizing it with some hardware components, but not so big jump anymore. Apart from, one of the reasons why I have the DaVinci Resolve idea and the idea of producing better quality videos is that I actually want to go cinematic. and there's this cinematic camera of Blackmagic, and I need to earn it. So at the moment, I can buy it. You know, that it is quite a serious piece of money, of course, and I cannot buy it at the moment. Right now, maybe in a few months I can, but still, then I'm not going to purchase it because I need to earn it by doing. And that is for me very important. That's also one of the reasons why I want to, start to produce that content, so that I can, one day hopefully get that really nice camera and really make some nice anamorphic video content for you guys. Anthony says it did drizzle rain all day, and the temperature dropped below 0 Celsius. And after the afternoon, it started snowing a bit, but it didn't stay. Yeah, it's indeed. So I am expecting. We will be going below 0 as well here in the Netherlands. Most likely this early tomorrow. So until it's always going down already a few days, but then the better weather starts as well. So hopefully, again, looking at the high water situation, I think that would be great for you. In Sweden, it says that it's minus 14 degrees Celsius. It's cold. But I think that but by the way, automation for vMix, what is your name? How can I call you? That would be good to know. But indeed, I think that we will have -8, -9 degrees this week as well. So we're getting also in a colder area, to be honest. So that's the thing. Neil says a new camera day is always a good day, but I need to earn it because this camera is not for the streaming business. This camera is really for me, for some arty situation. So it's a little bit of a different beast, but it's a really cool camera. And maybe you don't know which one I'm talking about. Maybe I should show you. So let's open up the Blackmagic website and show you a little bit around what I'm talking about. So I'm talking about the professional cameras, and specifically, was it this one? I think this is the one. Is this the full frame one? It needs to be full frame. Yeah, full frame. That's one. So this is the one that I'm talking about. This is the Holy Grail. It has a very nice 36 by 24 sensor. It has a beautiful bokeh effect. This is exactly what I want to work with, though I don't have this really beautiful lens, of course. So it has to be something that I need to start with. But I do have 2 EF lenses that are really, really top notch. So I can really already start to use it and to play around with this. But if you look at this video content right here, it's just plain beautiful. So I'm really looking forward to it. Again, it'll take some time before I can order one. So I still need to earn it first. Yeah, Niels, that's indeed the L-mount cam that I'm interested in. Absolutely. Hopefully next year, or maybe end of this year. It really depends on how. It really depends on how good I am at that pre-recorded content. At the moment, it's not good enough. Just drove home from Copenhagen today, and there was 9 degrees. Minus 9 degrees Celsius. Yeah. So you're always driving across that the Brücke. What is it called? There's a special name. There's actually a nice video, nice TV series for that bridge. between Sweden and Denmark. Don't know if you know this. There's really about a detective and all kinds of different things. Really cool series. It's one of the few series that I've actually watched in a different language altogether. I think it's called Brücke, but I'm not sure. Audio. I talked about the live view. I've talked about. I don't know if I'm gonna own this one yet. I am considering it at the moment, but it's a very big price, so I have to be careful with that. So I need to wait for it a little bit. That's the one. Yeah, the Øresund Bridge. Yeah. Anyways, let me think. Basically, those are the most important things. But of course, you can talk about companion, central control. Just released central control 4.0. I am at the moment checking out what features are new that I can actually use. And of course, I'm looking forward to reuse this demo desk as well. Hopefully by the end of next week or the week after, I can start using it again. Not sure, but that's basically what I had in store. Let me check if I'm not forgetting something. Because what I basically did was I planned already 4 months in advance. So there's a lot of things already in the pipeline, but yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, SRT indeed. We talked about the live view. We talked about the audio. We talked about. Oh, of course, we didn't talk about that yet, but I'm also preparing a technical documentation that I'm reusing every single gig, so that I'm faster with my turnaround. As you might know, I'm starting to get into a position where I can actually choose between like 2 or 3 setups, and one of the 3 is always enough. So one is, for example, a big production, got it. Just a registration, I got it as well. Maybe a very minimalistic, low budget one I also have. So I got 3 different options, and of all 3 of those options, I create a technical documentation on how everything is connected to each other, all kinds of schemas, how everything is connected from to. Also looking at audio, how the routing is done with the audio mixer, that kind of stuff. That's all that's something that I want to produce the coming few weeks to a month, and then really use it a few times. And then once that's done, I want to also provide that as a piece of documentation for you to use at your own convenience, to see what you think. Well, let me know what you think about that. Maybe it's a good idea. Also, of course, I will be talking about vMix. I will be talking about other software packages as well. But I am expecting that the amount of new gear will be a little bit less as of 2024, due to what I just mentioned. And he says maybe a step-by-step through the Ellen and Eve, and also gear it up for a gig and some purposes. Yeah, absolutely, we can do that, MT. Absolutely, that's definitely something that we can do. Yeah, maybe we can do that. Probably in February then, but we'll do that. Absolutely, 100%. I will be producing a content of this a few times, because it's really a powerful mixer. It doesn't look like much, but it's really powerful, and still comes with version 1.0, and knowing Alan and Heath, maybe in about 2 months from now they will release 1.1 or 1.2, and then it really becomes a great product. So now it's very good, but it has all the potential of becoming great, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Like a setup documentation, yeah, we can do that. Absolutely, yeah. That's a good idea. Let's make that. Let me write that down on my phone, because otherwise I'll forget that. Step by step. For gig and purpose. Yeah, so because I have multiple purposes in mind with it already. The one purpose that I have is, of course, that if I don't need to bring along my 2ME switcher, because that's, you know, like 4 times 6U rack. That's a big chunk of gear that you need to take along. But if it's just a registration and I can just bring along an ATEM Mini Extreme or an ATEM SDI Extreme, then it doesn't make sense to have a big mixer beside it. Then we can use this mixer to provide that information. Actually, let me show you a little bit. So here you can have multiple microphones coming into it. So for example, 2 main left right from the front of house. Then it's difficult. Then 2 for ambience, so some boom mics, for example. Then here we have multiple outputs that we can use, 6 of them, that we can use for example, the first 2 right here, these 2, can be used for the ATEM switcher. The second one can be used for in-ear monitoring, and the third one, fourth one as well. And then these two right here can be used for speakers, because you can actually route a little bit on that thing as well. It's amazing that it can be done in that small form factor, but it can actually do quite some serious mixing as well. So it doesn't really have mix buses, but you can actually use it a little bit like that. So it's a bit very interesting. So yeah, let's talk about that. I'm also going to use it for only in-ear monitoring in an upcoming stream, because I will bring along my X32 as my main mixer on that particular instance, and the second one will only do for in-ear monitoring. The only thing is that there's a bit of a bummer, is that I now own this beautiful mixer, but I don't own the case yet, because I have to wait for 8 to 10 weeks or so. Let me show you. That's crazy. I ordered the case before I actually ordered this thing, but let me show you the website a little bit here. CQ18 soft case. Here, let me show you. Crazy. So this is one of my favorite websites. Our German friends will definitely know this one, because it's also a German company. But that states here that it takes about 7 to 9 weeks before it's going to be available. 7 to 9 weeks. It's crazy. But this is the softbox that you can get, and this is where you can just put it in, and you have enough space also for the power brick, and it's nice and snug, as you can see right here. So it's perfect, but you have to wait for it, unfortunately. So that's a bit of a bummer right there. Also mine. I don't know what you mean by that. Sorry, MT. Maybe I'm losing my... No, unfortunately. Sorry. All right. That was actually all that I had in store for you guys today. It was really a getting reacquainted again. I know it's a short video. It's also content-wise a little bit on the low end, but don't worry about it. It's also meant for you guys to know that I'm back, and I will see you next week for a live show. Oh, by the way, one more thing before I forget: if you're on YouTube, you and you go to the community tab, then you will see when I'm going live. I actually prepared that a little bit for you, so let me show that quickly as well. Let's go to my channel. So if I go here to my channel and I go to the community tab, then here you'll see a picture that states when I'm gonna go live. So the first week is live, welcome, hangout show. The second week is also live. Then we've got a pre-recorded, and then a live show again. Now, I hope that there will be an additional pre-recorded in between this week and next week. But again, I just said to you that it's gonna be a little bit tricky. Where is he? Oh, he's gone. Okay, I just saw my scooter coming in. So that's a little bit about what is that? Ah, that's what you mean. So Thomann is your favorite dealer. Yes, so it's a great website. Great website. Anywho, that's all that I had in store for you guys today. Thank you for everybody who is live, and again, same time, same channel, and also if it's pre-recorded, it will always be at this same time. Maybe this week is a little bit of a different one, but let's see how far we can get it, because I want to get it out of the door this week. So sometime this week you'll get an additional pre-recorded video, just for your convenience. Anyway, thank you so much for your attention and being here. Appreciate it a lot, and let's see you next week. Bye bye. If he comes, then I need to show you, of course, that he's back. Huh? Here we go. Here he is. He just waited really to the last moment of time. And show yourself. Here. Come here. Ah, there you are. There you are. Well, see you guys. Bye bye.